We are roughly halfway through the 100 most deadliest days on Minnesota roads, and speed plays a top contributing factor in both crashes and fatalities. Troopers, deputies, and officers, they are all out on Minnesota roads right now, trying to put the brakes on speeders.
My partner up on the bridge had you at 74 miles an hour at 822 feet with the laser. So that's the reason for the stop today.
The blue skies, sunny days, and dry roads can be a recipe for disaster, as nearly 30 people lose their lives to speed-related crashes during the 3-month summer period in Minnesota. Speed is also a top contributing factor to road fatalities throughout the year.
We know that 1 in 5 crashes on Minnesota roads are attributed to excess speed.
That is why more than 300 law enforcement agencies are putting extra patrols on Minnesota roads, looking for speeders.
You're going to get a citation today, okay?
We know in 2014, 94 people lost their lives to speed-related crashes. And just talking about 94 people is an astronomical number. That's 94 families that have been affected, and their lives will never be the same.
Drive safe, sir.
The Department of Public Safety is asking all drivers to take responsibility and make a commitment to safe driving.
Nobody wants to be labeled that backseat driver, but don't take a backseat when it comes to your safety or the safety of others on the road. If you're in a car and someone's driving very fast, you have the right to speak up and tell them to slow down.
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Trooper Donnie with the State Patrol. Can I see your license and insurance, please?
Drivers making the good choice on the front end, making the conscious decision, they're not going to meet an officer. And that's what we're hoping to reiterate today so that people make a decision and they don't have to receive a ticket or get involved in a crash.
1 at 102 at 1465.
And it doesn't take long for officers to find drivers going triple digits.
It's not unusual for us to see at least one vehicle traveling in the high 90s for speed. And that's just in a very short time frame that we're out there observing speeds that we see a driver going that fast. So it's fair to assume that there's multiple drivers throughout the course of the day that are traveling upwards of 100 miles per hour that we aren't catching.
At those speeds, drivers can easily lose control of the vehicle. It takes them much longer to stop or slow down when reacting to obstacles on the road. And if speeders get in a crash, increased speeds lead to more severe injuries or even death.
One thing that drivers don't typically think about when speeding, they may be concerned about a citation, but what they aren't always aware of is the effects on the human body in a high-speed crash. At a high-speed collision, there's rapid deceleration.
So even if there is no visible physical damage to the body, those speeds can cause fatal internal injuries.
We want all drivers to commit to driving safely, respecting the speed limits which are set for the safety of the roadway, set for the safety of the driver and their passengers, and make a conscious decision to not put yourself in harm's way.
Now, statistics show that speeding will not save motorists much time when getting to their destination, but it will significantly increase the chances of getting into a crash. So if you are in a vehicle with a driver who's speeding, speak up. Tell them to slow down. And if you see an aggressive driver or someone speeding on the road, call 911. It could save a life. For the Department of Public Safety, I'm Scott Wasserman.